Environmental groups in Maine are criticizing a new federal report that says a group of dams on the Kennebec River are not putting fish populations in jeopardy.
4 of those dams are owned by the same company, Brookfield Renewable, which has been pushing back against calls for the dams to be taken out. News Center Maine's Sam Rogers has the latest.
It won't be long until Maine's rivers return to spring form. And this week, one Maine river was the subject of a biological opinion from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
NOAA's biological opinion is deeply shocking.
NOAA concluding the effects of the 4 dams on the Kennebec River is likely to adversely affect, but is not likely to jeopardize the continued existence of endangered species like the Atlantic salmon. Conservation groups strongly disagree.
We believe a healthy river is a healthy region for central Maine.
The Natural Resources Council of Maine advocating for the removal of the dams.
We believe firmly that that's the right way to go.
There is a way for these dams and Maine's fisheries to exist in harmony.
David Heydrich is a spokesperson for Brookfield Renewable, the company operating the dams.
We believe that the dams on the lower Kennebec have demonstrated that they're an important part of the central Maine economy and are a vital part moving forward.
Last September, the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce released findings from an independent study that shows the dams and the paper mills on the river support nearly 3,200 jobs and generate nearly $9 million in property taxes per year.
Just think about the removal of Edwards Dam.
NRCM staff scientist Nick Bennett says the results of that dam removal in 1999 have been spectacular and should be a model for the dams up the river.
It'll be one of the most significant global restoration efforts ever.
But if Brookfield wants to keep the dams, investment is needed.
Obviously, NOAA had identified some deficiencies and wanted to see some additional improvements.
So the company is now committing more than $100 million to improve that infrastructure, all while Brookfield waits for a new federal license for the Shawmut Dam. This opinion by NOAA is just step one. Sam Rogers, News Center, Maine.
That federal licensing process can take years to complete. Brookfield is now waiting on a federal agency to release its environmental impact study and a state-issued water quality certification. Then a decision could be made on whether to relicense the Shawmut Dam.